Is it showing?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at this. We got Wiki, the Baltard's alma mater. Mass is both a property of a physical body and a measure of its resistance to acceleration, a change in its state of motion when a net force is applied. Inertia from Wikipedia is the resistance of any physical object to any change in its velocity. This includes changes to the object's speed or direction of motion. These are the same definitions for the same term. And they can't weasel their way out here because velocity and acceleration. The velocity of an object refers to the speed in a specific direction. Velocity is nothing but the rate of change of displacement. On the other hand, acceleration is the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Speed inherently is related to what? Time, right? Miles per hour, kilometers per hour, right? This is a cluster screw. Now, for the next definition, mass.
Oh, just
mass
before you move on, John, hold on a second. So, just to clarify, so, as stated, the two are the same.
Inertia and mass are the same. These are both the same definition. They're trying to weasel words, right?
Correct.
A change in the state of its motion changes to the direction of motion. It's the same thing.
So the definition of mass is the same as the definition of inertia. The two are the same. They've just mixed up the words a little bit, but ultimately they're the same bloody thing in the definition.
Yep. Now let's go to mass and mole. Mass is a measurement. Here's a different definition of mass. You already know there's a problem since we got two different definitions. Mass is a measurement of the amount of matter something contains. Mole definition. The amount of substance. It's over right there, containing the same number of fundamental units as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of C12. That's 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd atom. These are also the same exact definition. And by the way, P.S., they just changed the definition of a mole to it contains exactly 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd elementary entity.
Hello, we've got a new guest.
They replaced carbon-12 with the elementary entity. Same number. Same thing. You guys got some big problems, man.
So, we've got two definitions of mass.
Believe that resistance to acceleration is the same thing as inertia, and it's not. And you're a fraud because you insert things in those quotes that are not there when you're actually going to look them up.
How can you say
mass? Fraud, John?
How can you say they're the same thing? Why would there be two different terms?
One at a time. One at a time. Hold on. Arwin, go ask your question again, please. Arwin. Hello, Arwin.
Oh, right. Somebody's asking me a question now?
Yeah, I'm saying, can you repeat your question? Because you got talked over, and I just want you to ask your question so John can respond to it.
So I didn't ask a question, I just made a statement. And that is, resistance to acceleration is not the same thing as inertia. Because inertia, by default, implies a motion. A motion that must be taking place in order for inertia to establish. Resistance to acceleration does not imply motion. It's simply a consequence of what the mass does in response to acceleration were it to occur.
Are you reading what's on screen right now, Arwin?
It's a fraud.
Yeah, this is
a fraud. That is edited by John because he is a fraud and he misquotes.
They're both taken from Wikipedia. Both of them.
You want me to look up the source? and prove that he is a fraud? Because he is.
Yeah,
I know he is because I've seen these.
Yeah, do that. Let's do it. I've got it on screen.
I will.
They might be
That's good.
hyperlinks.
I will. I will
hold on,
right
hold on,
now.
Hold on. Are they hyperlinks, John? Can you just click on those links?
I've got them on screen, Nathan.
I want to show John's
not.
using the hyperlinks that he's put directly underneath them, so we can go straight to him. Because now, Arwin, are you going to say this is a joke afterwards? You've just called him a fraud.
Yeah, no, I mean it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Arwen's correct here.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I am.
Hold on.
He's correct.
Hold on. We've gone to the first one, and there it is.
No, I'm looking them up right
Yeah, but
now. I
let's-
don't need
Right, now
his
let's go to
looking
the
up.
second
I'm going to
one.
look it up myself.
Hold on, Arwin. Now let's go to the second one.
Yeah.
Distance changes in speed. And...
I'm sorry. Were you?
Oh, it's
you
all
want
right.
this one?
No, it's good. No, go back to the second one.
Body
That's
resist
good.
acceleration, motion, nest force, strength mutual gravitational track, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, there's no inertia here.
Action. It's exactly
And
the same.
inertia, there is no...
Arwin, last show, you would not concede. You just claimed it was a joke. Now I've got you to confirm you're wrong. It is exactly the same as Wikipedia. It's literally cut and paste.
It's the exact same definitions. I just took them from Wikipedia. I didn't adjust
Your
them. I
accusation-
colored them
I'm
and
looking at them
highlighted.
right now. It's not there.
It's acceleration
Just done
and
it.
velocity are different.
No,
Did it
stop,
live.
stop. Arwen's accusation was that John edited. Arwen, please demonstrate his editing.
Right. Okay, let me compare them. I have to put my
Just
two
did.
screens together.
We just
It
did.
just did.
We just did, and they're the same.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay,
Hold on.
we've just done it live for the
Inertia.
audience. You just clicked the links, checked, and they matched. Really? Are we really going to do this, are we?
Mass.
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
clown. He's orthopedic clown.
Distance.
Give him a minute. Give him a minute.
Acceleration.
Why?
Because the issue is going to be if he's wrong, what does he do?
Right.
He already
Yeah, but
said he's
you can show
wrong.
your
I just
screen,
pulled him
right?
up.
Yeah, we already know he's wrong, Anthony. It's just been
I know.
demonstrated
But
live after he
the
called him
issue's
a
not
fraud.
whether he's wrong or not. The issue is what's he going to do.
John, did you have your morning cereal full of crap?
Hang on. The point's getting lost by doing this. Don't ruin this point, unorthodox. Let's get closure.
Okay, sorry. I was just making sure he had his, crap.
We'll get to you, Unorthodox, I assure
Right.
you. When we
No,
start
you're
talking
right.
about
You're
Moll
right.
again, we
It
will
is
talk
there.
to you.
It's
So the
right.
allegation that
I
it was wrong-
apologize. I was wrong. It's
Okay,
there.
next problem, Arwin. The two definitions, inertia and mass, are the same.
My phone's dying. I'm at one.
No, they're not
the
guys.
same.
Unorthodox,
One
we'll get to you.
Excel-
You claim it's
No,
Moll.
it's still
Mars,
wrong.
we'll get to
I
you.
was wrong
You claim there's
saying
only
that
one.
John misquoted because
Right.
he didn't.
Mars. Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, guys.
So, Arwin, there's a big problem here.
No, there's not.
They're the
Although
same
I was
thing.
wrong saying that John misquoted. That was not
They're
true.
not
Sorry about
misquoted, and they are the same, as I've asserted
they're
about
not.
20 times on
that. No, they're
this show.
still not. Sorry.
What do you mean they're still not? They are the same.
No, the one implies there's already an object at motion. The other one is a change in the state of motion, which can be zero. The
Sorry,
other one, it
the
cannot.
top one,
It ne-
let's just shut Arwin up. In brackets, a change in its state of motion. That's from mass. From inertia. Changes to the object's speed or direction of motion.
That's right.
Yeah! So they are the same. There's no two ways about this, Arwin. They're the same exact thing. They both contain the same exact definition, just with the words changed in their ordering. But they are the same.
Well, they're not.
They're not the
Nathan.
same. You
No,
see-
they're not.
Acceleration is different than velocity. That's the difference right there.
Let's go over that again. The velocity of an object refers to the speed in a specific direction. Velocity is nothing but the rate of change of displacement. On the other hand, acceleration is the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Right? It's still
Tumbleweed.
motion.
Yeah.
Tumbleweed.
No, it's not. Velocity is in motion. It cannot be not in
Motion.
motion. If something is not in motion, there is no inertia.
Motion.
Let's just do it again. I'll do it again. I don't mind. from mass, a change in its state of motion. From inertia, changes to the object's speed or direction of motion. These are the same.
They're not the same.
They're the same like apples and oranges.
They're not the same at all.
Oh, from the camp that believes we're not talking about mole. So, where's... Oh, an Orthodox is gone. Where's an Orthodox gone?
He rage quit.
He didn't rage quit.
It's because he knew. It's because he knew we were going to pin him down on mole next.
You're an idiot, man. I just posted an article that tells the difference between inertia and mass.
But the thing that got this started is we were talking about an experiment, and we were asking how can you vary gravity, because that's what we were talking about initially.
Yeah, an Orthodox has run away because he knows that he was about to have his toes put to the fire.
Now, to be fair, he did say his battery was dying on his phone.
A likely story.
So do we have to go over mass and mole again, or are we good?
Can we get closure? Because the word velocity and changing...
No, they're not. They're not. And I will never let this go because I'm right.
No, you're not.
Well, you're not right,
Arwen. Right.
Mass does not need to be
ridiculous.
in motion.
Okay, Arwen, you're gonna let somebody else speak.
Inertia
Yes.
has to be in motion. Otherwise, there is no inertia.
Let's do it a third time, and then I'm going to get John to do it to round out the show, just because Arwen's done it so many times and is getting so angry about it. A change in its state of motion. That's mass. Yeah? Then we move on to the definition of inertia. Changes to the object's speed or direction of motion.
It's right there. Anyone incoherent second grader can reconcile this. They're the same.
Yeah, I mean, because I've just done it, it's probably no need to do this, but in essence, the definition, the wiki definition of mass is the same as the wiki definition of inertia, which is a big problem as a lot of the globehead maths contains mass in their equations, their proof of nothing equations. But just so we can round out, John, can you go through mol again? We would have gone through it with Unorthodox here. He's run away because apparently he's got a low battery. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but we'll school him anyway, or you will in this instance, if you don't mind.
Yes, mass is a measurement of the amount of matter something contains. You could find this definition in hundreds of thousands of places. I took it from New York University, but it's everywhere. And mole, the amount of substance containing the same number of fundamental units as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of C12. That's 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd atoms. This is, as you can see, the amount of matter something contains, the amount of substance containing. It's the same thing. Same thing. And like I said, the new definition of a mole, they just replaced the comparison with carbon 12 with the number of elementary entities. The number is still the same. The end.
Marvellous.
Where you got that, but it's ridiculous.
I know Mike's probably joined for a reason. He tends to join